Good morning, everyone. Everybody, please take a seat or grab those last items to eat, and we want to get started. So, welcome. This is the 5th annual NOW conference, Next Opportunity at Work conference. And this is the first time that we're on the main campus. The first year we were in Clark Kerr, and then for 4 years up at the stadium. No, 3 years, I'm sorry. And now here we are. And so we're really delighted to have you all here. We have a really exciting day ahead of us. I want to make a few just quick announcements, and I'll have a few more actually after we have our keynote. But just to make sure everybody is on track with what we're doing, please help us identify you as you go into the rooms by leaving on your name badge. And also in your badge holder, I'm sure that at the registration table, they've already told you that you have your meal ticket, very important, and also your raffle ticket. There are big blue boxes where you can put your raffle tickets in. Make sure to tear it off. Don't leave both parts in there. And we have really exciting gifts. I think we have 29 gifts altogether, all donated by different campus departments. And the other thing about the raffle is that you need to be present to win, so make sure that you're here. Let me see a show of hands. How many of you are here for the first time to the NOW conference? Oh, wow. Welcome. This is really great. You know, we never know. We always wonder if people just come back year after year, but every year the majority of the people are coming for the first time. So we're really great to see you. We filled the registration within 3 hours of announcing it. And so we had a lot of disgruntled people who tried to register later. We have kind of pestered you a little bit to take your name off if you had to cancel. And we were able to take some of the 200 plus people off of the wait list and bring them into the conference. This is really a huge production. I'll tell you later about all of the people that are involved, but we had like 100 people who volunteered to help us get going. So just another quick note, because we're getting a lot of questions. Just in terms of where we are, we're in 2 buildings. This is the Martin Luther King building. We're on the 3rd floor. We have on the 2nd floor the Multicultural Center. Some of the sessions are there. And the 1st floor is where we'll have lunch this afternoon. There's signs and greeters, so hopefully you won't get lost. And we also have a conference map out there in the care lobby, which is also our Career Genius lab. So, another note, very important to some people, there are no restrooms on this floor. You have to go either up to the 4th floor or down to the 2nd floor, and there's some on the 1st floor as well. So we want to make sure that you're taken care of with your creature comforts. Notice too, we are really keeping on pace with Berkeley being an environmentally conscious campus. So we've reduced paper and asked you to bring your own water bottle if you can, but there are cups out there too. We're recycling our badges. We're being eco-friendly with the ASUC guidance that we have no balloons. So, you know, a little less signage out there than usual. And we also have a special table at lunch for people with dietary restrictions, and we already have your names, and so that's going to be provided for you. And I have one program correction I want to bring your attention to. In the 1:30 to 2:55 time slot, it's been corrected on the easel out there, but make sure you know that the Fostering Trust and Togetherness session by Emiliano Simon Thomas from the Greater Good Science Center, her session is going to be at 1:30 instead of the LinkedIn session. And the description is on pages 7 and 8 in your booklet. Conference staff have gold tags underneath, and volunteers have blue, so make sure that you look around if you need assistance. The Career Genius Lab has a little bit of everything in it, a lot of interactive stations. We have the Wisdom Cafe, tweet to your heart's content out there, LinkedIn profile building, a LinkedIn table, other career resources. A photo station, if you want to take a new LinkedIn photo, is off to my left at the end, where you could take a photograph. And we're hoping we would have a post-it wall, but we're not actually allowed to put anything on the wall out there, so it's a post-it table. And what we want you to do is complete the statement, I bring my best self to work by. And just get it posted and put it on the table. We want to capture everybody's feedback on that. In addition, this year we have a table from CSS Recruiting. So you'll be able to talk to recruiters about jobs and other kinds of resources that will be available to you. And one of the other things we did, instead of adding more paper to your booklet, we have a checklist poster out there. It's called Now is Today. Where are you headed tomorrow? And so it gives you some suggestions. So take a snapshot of that poster and take it with you. So now I have the pleasure of introducing Sujay Liu. And she is going to do a welcome for us. So I want to bring Sujay to the stage.
All right. Thanks very much, Sid, and thank you for organizing this conference for 5 years. This is the 5th year. So good morning, everyone. It is my pleasure to welcome you to the 5th annual NOW conference. It is wonderful to see so many of you here. On behalf of Chancellor Christ and the rest of her leadership team, a lot of us are here, we'd like to express our appreciation to you all for taking time out of your busy schedules to come here today. We really we appreciate your contributions to the university and feel that it is important that you develop professionally and achieve your career goals. So we are really delighted to see so many of you here today. So I've served in a number of administrative roles as a lab director, as a department chair, associate dean, and now as vice provost. And through my service in these administrative roles, I've really come to develop a deep appreciation and respect for the role that staff play in the mission of our university. So we have a tripartite mission. First of all, in education, the staff are key to recruiting the best students and helping to ensure their well-being, safety and well-being, and to ensure that they succeed here in their studies and are well prepared for life after graduation. So you play a key role in that. In research, you play an enabling role in helping our faculty to stay at the forefront as pioneers of research, at the forefront of knowledge and human capability. And also, of course, as a public university, public service, making sure that everything that we do is ultimately for the greater good of our community, our local and global society. So thank you for all that you do for our university. Caring, it's very clear when we look at our students now with the Golden Bear orientation, all these students on campus, it's really the staff that are helping to orient our students and help them feel welcome here. So caring and dedicated staff, as you all hear, really make all the difference, not only for the students, actually, but also for the faculty. Usually, when I have had the privilege of working closely with staff, I tend to try to remind them that they actually have the power. You have the power to positively influence not only our students, but also our faculty. We derive actually a lot of inspiration watching how hard you work and how much you care for our students. So I think I'd just like to encourage you to actually exercise that power that you have over faculty if you haven't realized that you have that influence. I think we are all aware that Berkeley is consistently ranked as the top public university in the world, and also one of the very top universities just in general across the world. And again, we can all, you should feel that you have a significant role in that, and you should be proud of it. I think many of us at a public university are especially proud of the fact that we are the top-ranked university for upward mobility. So this was actually highlighted on the Berkeley news page recently, that there was a study done, okay, it was done by Berkeley professors, but also Stanford professors, that showed that we are the top university in the nation for upward mobility of students who come from families in the bottom fifth of the income distribution, and they end up having earnings in the top 1% of income distribution. So I think this just speaks to the dedication and the ability of our staff working in partnership, close partnership with the faculty. So thank you very much for doing that. So on to today's conference. As you know, the theme for today's conference is to bring your best self, as Sid mentioned. And I think, to me, that means that you have the opportunity, and you should be encouraged to take charge of your own career, set your own career goals, and chart a pathway to achieving the goals. So through the keynote speeches, which will happen very soon from our chancellor, and the workshops and one-on-one coaching, you should be, we hope that you will gain inspiration, tools and best practices, as well as, I guess, knowledge, insight for advancing your own careers. And also, I think here, just talking with some of you beforehand, there's a wealth of knowledge and experience here in this room, so I hope that you'll take the time to learn from each other throughout the day. I have been fortunate to work with many outstanding staff colleagues through the years and learned a lot from them. So finally, I'd like to thank all of the people who made this event possible, the conference planning committee and staff, keynote speakers, presenters. There are a lot of coaches and volunteers available, and also, of course, our sponsors, most prominently the Division of Equity and Inclusion, Human Resources. I know the Administration and Finance and other organizations or units on campus have supported this important conference. So I'd like to once again thank you for all that you do for our university and hope that you enjoy a productive day. Thank you.
Sujay, on behalf of the planning committee, we want to give you a little token of our appreciation. So thank you very much for coming. Okay, all right.